It's Rings of Power week. Guess what's coming back? Rings of Power Season 2 is here. And I know none of you are excited about this show because nobody watched it. We know nobody watched it because only 37% of viewers finished Rings of Power Season 1, which, as Forbes, Paul Tassi says himself, is very bad. Because the show is very bad. It's an awful show. Remember the attacks they put on people over this piece of garbage? Saying people are ist and phobe because they didn't like it, which was funny considering the first season ran at the same time as House of the Dragon, which had similar criticism but ended up winning fans over because it was so good. Unfortunately, this show isn't good. So they're already starting to ramp up the usual bullshit. Here's from the Hollywood Reporter, August 27th, Rings of Power. Star Morford Clark was totally unprepared for fan hate towards Galadriel. So they've already got to run with that victim narrative. It didn't work last time. You think it's going to work again? All it seems to do is piss people off and have more people leave. But yeah, double down. Go with that Acolyte defense. Let's see how it worked for the Acolyte. Oh yeah, the Acolyte got canceled. Unfortunately, they've already made this. I don't know what Amazon was thinking. They spent a lot of money on this piece of shit. A lot of money. And they didn't get anything out of it. Only 37% of people finished season 1. How many people are going to come back for season 2? Because not all of that number is going to come back for season 2. Some of this 37% won't be returning. And that's pretty bad. Pretty bad. The reviews are in, and they're not that good either. Though some of them, of course, there's a lot of praise for it, but I don't know how much I trust them. The Rings of Power makes Lord of the Rings a boring slog in a lifeless season 2. A big shocker considering the show runs on shipping. They leaned into it this time. So it was there in the last season, but with this season, they're really leaning into the shipping. How well did that work out for Star Wars Acolyte, by the way, the shipping method? Did that save Star Wars Acolyte? No. Because shippers are annoying. Nobody likes them. They're the worst thing to happen to fandom. Absolutely the worst thing to happen to fandom. Shippers have ruined a lot of geek stuff. Used to be fine when they were quarantined to Tumblr, but now they're everywhere because they lost Tumblr. So they're just it's like an infection. It just spreads and spreads. And for some reason, Hollywood seems to think that these people are going to save everything, and they never do. In fact, they ruin everything. So Mary Sue, all excited, of course, for the shipping. Then you have Popverse saying that the shipping is what's going to save the show. Lord of the Rings, secret romance revealed. Sauron and Galadriel, how fandom helped ship this into canon for Rings of Power. Nobody wants this. So, yeah, that's what's going to save it. Shipping, I'm sure. So here are the reviews over on Rotten Tomatoes. We don't have any audience reviews yet. We're not going to get those until like Saturday probably. But just so you know, they've changed the way that they do business over on Rotten Tomatoes. The audience score has completely changed. Now it's like the pop meter. And they only go through verified scores now. So they've changed the way they do business. But you know what I've always found funny is they don't change the way they do business when it comes to the critic meter. Because if you switch from 82% for all critics and you just go to top critics, the number falls drastically down to 69%. I don't know what makes a top critic, but they hate this show. They hate it. The people that like it, though, are all the regular critics. 82%. Actually, it's pretty low. And it's probably going to drop lower because I don't see this show. I mean, obviously, they've proven themselves to be fools with season 1. They brought in, didn't they bring in like an all-female team for season 2? Like that's going to be the answer. It's like such a joke. So, yeah, I predict this show is going to be a ratings disaster. I can't wait to see how low the ratings are for this, especially at 37% of people. Like, only 37% of the people that actually started watching season 1 finished it. I guarantee you not all of them are going to come back. Don't worry, though. The show's actually going to get better because all of season 2 is directed by women. So thank you. Thank you, Amazon. You really just know how to get people fired up and excited. They removed the 2 male directors from the first season and announced 3 all-female directors for season 2. Well, they've saved the show. Definitely going to lean into that shipping, that romance, because that's what everybody thinks about when they crack open Lord of the Rings books, right? Or pop in those Peter Jackson movies. It's all about the shipping and the love and the romance. Yeah. It seems like Amazon just has Lord of the Rings down pat. They really understand the franchise. I can't wait for the Nielsen numbers on this show. Oh, it's going to be glorious. Because this show, I'm telling you, is going to have a death just like The Acolyte. It's going to dwindle down to nothing. And I'm going to laugh and laugh and laugh. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this. What are your thoughts? Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.